So these are the kinds of problems we're going to be seeing all the time. We're going to be given a table of data and told about its context, and then we're going to be asked to do stuff with it. So in this case, we have hours of students spent online the day before a test and the scores on that test. So we're going to use our nSpire to make a scatter plot, describe the association, so that's using our words like strong, weak, moderate, positive, and negative, and find the equation of the line that best fits data. We're also going to find the value of R. So I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so at this point we need to discuss how to use our nSpires for this. So get yourself a new document going on your nSpire. And once on your nSpire, when you go home and you push new document, we always have to put our data in a list and spreadsheet. So we go to for list and spreadsheet. That's where we have to start anytime we have data. In the boxes that have letters in them, you name your variables, and you want to make them make sense. So maybe in this box I'm going to call it hours, and in this box we're going to call it test. Okay. Now, a couple of little picky things about the nSpire. You can't use spaces. So if I want to be really specific and call this variable hours online, you don't put a space in between. It's one big long string of letters. And same thing, if I wanted to be really specific over here and call this variable test score, one big word. If you put a blank in, I could do it over here, test score, you'll get an error. It doesn't like blanks, so just keep that in mind. It is not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase. Okay, for now, and for most of the year in this class, we never put anything in this gray row, the diamond row. It's a formula row. If you know anything about spreadsheets, it's where we might put a formula in. We're not going to do that much until later in the year. So you start entering your data in the appropriate column, starting at the cell number 1. So I'm going to enter my hours in my hours online column, and then I'll move over and enter my test scores. If you know how to do this, you can certainly fast forward. I type these very quickly because it's kind of boring to watch. So anyway, enter all your data into the appropriate places. Okay. One of the things also you want to check, make sure you push enter after your last data value or it won't take it. And notice my last data value is next to the number 12, which means I should have 12 values, and it's worth going back and checking and counting that your data has 12 sets of numbers. So you just do a quick count, and we do, so that matches up pretty well. And then I'm going to move over to my test scores, and now it's bivariate data. We're looking for associations, so make sure you line them up correctly, and enter your test scores next to the appropriate hours. Okay. So make sure your data's values match. And then we would need to make a scatter plot. So you add a page, so Control Doc, and attached to a list and spreadsheet page is data and statistics. This data and statistics will make a picture of whatever's in your list and spreadsheet. So choose number 5, data and statistics, and you have this random jumble of dots. You need to make it into an organized spreadsheet. So notice on the x-axis it says click here to enter or add a variable. So you're going to click down there. And you need to choose your variable. My data is in hours online, and hours online is independent. I can't change time, so time tends to be independent. So I'm going to choose hours online. My points move, and then I want to put my dependent variable on the y-axis, and that will be my test score. And there I have my scatter plot. Now if you were asked to, and I'm not going to make you, you could copy that down onto paper. And what's nice is it doesn't have to be super accurate. You're given your scale. You're from 0 to 5 hours online, and your test scores are from 60 to up here around 100. and you just make it fit pretty well. So that's part A. You made a scatter plot, and you would just kind of sketch it on your paper so that people know you used your nSpire. To describe the association, well, it's certainly going in the negative direction. So I have a negative association between time online and test score, and it seems pretty strong. So maybe we'd say if it's pretty strong, moderate would be a good word for that. So we have a moderate negative association between time spent online the night before a test and the test score. Okay, so those are the words we would use and that we would write down to describe the association. Now we want to find the equation of the line that best fits the data. Lots of ways to do this. The fastest way is to put it right on our graph. So if we are on our data and statistics page and we go to menu, we want to analyze our graph, and we're doing what's called regression. So we choose regression, and we care about linear, and we're used to mx plus b. So we choose that, and right away there is your equation of the line that best fits the data. So you would jot that down as well. Now, the last thing we want to do is find the R value, find the number that measures the strength of the linear association. So we need to add a calculator page. So add calculator page. And there's nothing there, so if I'm not sure what I want to eat, not sure what to do on my calculator, I push the menu, I look at the menu. This is considered statistics because we're talking about data. We are going to do some calculations with our statistics, and notice there is our linear regression, mx plus b. Choose it. Here they want some more information. What is your x variable? Well, hours online. Choose it. What's your y variable? Mine was test score. Choose it. Everything else for now gets saved. Click OK. And what's neat is not only are they giving you your R value, negative 0.9, which is pretty strong, they give you the values of your slope and y-intercept in this form. So you can check and make sure that this slope, negative 7.9-ish, and this y-intercept, 98.05-ish, are the same as the line that they labeled, and they certainly are. So that's a quick review, quick overview of how to use your nSpire. Practice, do it along with me, and we'll do lots more of these in class and tomorrow. Have a great day.